Welcome back to Wave of Dalker. First Watch Friday episode something 12, 13, 11. I don't know. You'll see in the title. Yeah, I was on a good run this week for films, so that's good. Um yeah, like and subscribe. First up, Jerry Maguire, directed by Cameron Crowe, the same guy who directed Almost Famous, another film that I watched this year that I enjoyed. Tom Cruise, was it Cuba Gooding, Cuba Gooding Jr., Renee Zellweger, Jay Moore, which I didn't know he was an actor. I thought he was just like a comedy writer, so I thought that was pretty neat. Yeah, 90s Tom Cruise right before he does Eyes Wide Shut. He's great in this. And being born in 2004, growing up in that, these 20 years since, kind of, and then watching this movie, I can see like, oh, this is kind of like a foundational kind of pop culture vernacular kind of thing. Like, show me the money. Like, that's just such like a massive thing, and I can definitely tell that this movie had like a chokehold on viewers in the '90s. But I mean, this was great, emotional Tom Cruise. You'd love to see it. Like I said, Rod Titwell, one of the best fictional athletes, just an unbelievable character, and he won the Oscar. He won the best supporting actress. I thought that was pretty neat. But yeah, I mean, I thought Tom Cruise was fantastic. But then I always go back to the scene in Lego Batman where he's watching like the DVDs in his big theater, and he's watching like the last scene in this movie when Jerry comes home to whatever the hell her name is, Renee Zellweger, and says like, "You complete me," and then like Batman starts laughing. I thought that was really funny. But yeah, I mean, this movie was really fun. A lot of really great emotional moments. Like the best scene, I mean, spoilers, is after the game against when like Titwell was on the ground and then he got up, and then they won or whatever. And then he's like comes out and like surrounded by the press and he's like, "Where's Jerry Maguire? Where's my agent?" And then like he locks eyes and they hug. I was like, oh, I was like sobbing, dude. It's so good, really great. 5 stars. I loved it. Next up, three billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri. Frances McDormand, Sam Rockwell, Woody Harrelson. I think there's one more name in there. Um, Peter Dinklage. That's right. Yeah. Um, this was good. I mean, she won Best Actress. Sam Rockwell won Best Supporting Actor. Um, really interesting original plot. Woody Harrelson was great. Um, I thought it was good, but it was more so. I don't know. I don't know what my criticism is. Like I gave it 4.5 stars. I really enjoyed it. Um, but I felt like there was something. I don't know. Like there was obviously a very distinct like physical assault towards the police, but there wasn't much of like a institutional kind of like anything beyond that, which I think I would have been appreciated had she gone to like I don't know some local leader. But then again, they probably all you know what I'm not a writer, but I enjoyed it. I thought Frances McDormand was fantastic. She is one of my favorite actresses. Anything she's in is just awesome. She's such a wonderful actress. And yeah, I mean, I thought it was wonderful. Sam Rockwell is unbelievable. He is really funny. Then after he gets the letter from Woody Harrelson's character, you kind of see that switch. I thought that was great. Like the scene in the bar was great. Like when he's all burnt up and like he hears the creep behind him like talking about all that bullshit. I thought that was a really wonderful scene. But yeah, just some really great performances in this. Oh, and then there's also the Lucas Hedges, who is in Lady Bird. I like him. Um, and remember Budapest Hotel. I don't remember that, but yeah, I like the movie. It was fun. Great performances. Next up, Witness, starring my guy. What? I didn't rate it. Oh, I did. Okay. Witness, starring my guy Harrison Ford, directed by Peter Weir. Um, this score is fucking unbelievable. It is an '80s movie taking place in the Amish country, Pennsylvania. It's like a thriller kind of drama thing, like noir, but it has this like kick ass like tech noir kind of like Blade Runner esque like synth heavy score, dude. The score, same thing with like when I listen to music, like the thing in like a first listen and like a first watch, what's gonna stick out to me in like a movie besides obviously like the plot. Like movies are different, but like music, I always listen to the melodies and the instrumentals. That's like what sticks out to me first. I'm like, oh, that was a really sick beat. I'll have to listen to that again to like really get what's being said, or like that was a really wonderful composition. I'll have to go through it again. Like that's kind of how like the score. That's obviously the purpose for most movies, but like this, I don't know, it really stuck out to me. Like it didn't feel out of place. Like it felt kind of perfect for the genre and like everything that was going on. But I mean, I thought Harrison Ford was great. Danny Glover was also great. Obviously, the movie wasn't entirely about the whole case, but I would have loved to see more. Like the final 20 seconds, like the whole like chase along the farm, when Book is like trying to escape and like trying to protect what's his name, Sam. What's the kid's name? Yeah, Samuel. I thought that was wonderful, but I would kind of wish there was more. There was a more balance between um, the case and his life with the Amish. Like I thought that like his life with the Amish and what was her name? Rachel. Like I thought that was a really wonderful story. And at the end, like when she like takes her bonnet off and like goes out to be with him, I thought that was wonderful. Like a lot of really great tense scenes between them, which I really liked. But I wish there was more of a balancing act. Um, but I don't know. Overall, it was great. Viggo Mortensen has a little cameo in this, which I thought was really funny. Just kind of seeing him in the background on like one of the carts. I thought that made me laugh. But yeah, I mean, I thought this movie was wonderful. Harrison Ford is Mr. Charisma. I love him. He's just like one of the most, probably like the most charming actor ever. I don't know. He's the best. And he went on such a run in the 80s. That's my guy. Next up, Tangerine by Mr. Sean Baker. I watched it. Let me think. Yeah, so the Oscars were the 9th, so I watched it the day after the Oscars after Honora swept essentially, which I loved. I really liked Honora. And Tangerine was really fun. Shot on an iPhone. Like I think his first. That's not his first feature length, but it's like, in terms of, like when you think of his filmography, like you're not gonna like the average fan isn't gonna like look back and like his short films that are like in between. Like Tangerine, Florida Project, Red Rocket, and Honora are like his 4 main features, and this is the last one I had to watch, and I enjoyed it. It was fun. There were bits and pieces that I thought were a little weak. That's why I gave it 3.5 stars, but I really really enjoyed it. I thought it was really fun. Some really great performances. And just like telling a really great story. Like Sean Baker's just such a great director, like for honest, no punches. What's the phrase? No, pull no punches. Like I don't know. He's such a fantastic director, and he tells the right stories. Like he's not. Like I was watching a podcast, I think it was the Big Picture podcast on The Ringer. Like they were just talking about like he's not gonna do a superhero movie. Like, he's gonna keep wanting to do these small budget personal stories, and I love that. Like he knows how to tell them, and he's the man. But yeah, I mean, shot on an iPhone. Some really great editing, and he does all the editing. I thought like the soundtrack was really fun. Just like kind of like there's a lot of cutbacks between like an intense scene and then just like kind of the balancing act. And then what's his name? I need to find him. Him? No. It's a girl. Huh? No. Man. Because he's in, yeah. Because he was in Honora. Well, he was in all of them. I need to rewatch Florida Project soon. I don't remember him in this or Red Rocket. But yeah, he was hilarious in this. Um, like just I mean, if you've seen it, like the scene in the car wash, I thought was hilarious. And also the scene when he picks up the girl, and it's like, "What is it tucked? Where is it?" It's like, "Oh, get out of here!" I thought that was just hilarious. He's a really great actor. But yeah, this movie was fun, funny, um, snappy, like very quick. Great movie. Check it out. It's on. What did I watch it on? HBO Max. Maybe, I don't know. Just check it out. It's fantastic. Sean Baker. He's a man. Next up, A Real Pain, directed by Jesse Eisenberg, with Kieran Culkin and Jesse Eisenberg. I liked it. As a, Guy Pearce truther, this wasn't like a hate watch necessarily, but it kind of was. I was more like watching this being like, all right, Culkin swept, the supporting actor wins. is this performance really better than Guy Pearce's in Brutalist? And honestly, I could put my bias aside, but I don't know. I think obviously I shouldn't be reviewing a film based on my preconceived, notion of wanting to watch it, but I couldn't help myself. I thought Guy Pearce was better than Kieran Culkin in this, but he was still fantastic. Like it's not a subtle performance by any means. There are like some subtleties, like obviously like him in like the airport. Like there's everyone always like, oh, Kieran Culkin in A Real Pain 2024. Like it's just him sitting on the bench with like looking, you know, two subtly distinct emotions. I thought Jesse Eisenberg was my favorite part of this. He wrote this, he directed it. I thought he was absolutely fantastic. He's always playing the awkward guy, which I love. But I don't know, it was fun. It was beautiful, like a really lovely film with some really great, like I think like Frederick Chopin, like a lot of really great piano throughout. And just like a really, like I could see this film, like this honestly is kind of me and my brother sometimes. Like it's just like those two, obviously they love each other, but like they grow apart, but there's all, I don't know. I thought it was really honest, really, really fun. But I don't know. I felt Culkin's performance lacked a little subtlety. Like I felt he was overacting, but I haven't really seen him in anything besides clips from Succession and this. And like everyone's always saying, "Oh, he's just playing Kieran Culkin," which I kind of understand that. Like especially watching, I don't know. I'm talking out of my element here, but I enjoyed it. It was fun, well written, looked great. But I thought Culkin was overacting. I thought Jesse Eisenberg was great. Whatever. Obviously, that was a hate watch, which thumbs down for that. I should have just watched this without trying to justify Guy Pearce. But whatever. Thief by Michael Mann. I liked it. I mean, my review, such a baller last 25 minutes, that guitar, absolutely insane. With James Caan like going to that dude's house and like fucking shit up, and then just like that sick ass like just like some awesome guitar. I thought the first 10 minutes were also great. Like that sequence was I thought was wonderful. But I don't know. I went into this expecting more, and I wasn't disappointed. I just didn't get as much as I'd wanted. I still think I like Heat more. I like Heat more in Pokemon. I like Collateral more. I like Manhunter more. But he's only directed this many. Good for him. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of left being like, I don't know. I wanted more. I wanted there to be more. I wanted to feel tense in more sequences. Like, I think the third act is really tense, but I feel like the first two acts were kind of blah for me. But I still really enjoyed it. I thought it was really fun. And it looked great, obviously. It's fucking Michael Mann. He's the goddamn man. He's Michael Mann. And I'm just saying nothing at this point. But I mean, really, it was a great picture. I really liked it, but I wanted a little more. Next up, The Prestige by Christopher Nolan. I mean, just absolutely unbelievable. I couldn't believe what I was watching. I've seen. I started Dunkirk a few years ago and I haven't finished it, but I think I've watched pretty much every Nolan picture. I've seen Interstellar, I've seen Oppenheimer, I've seen Dark Knight, I've seen Inception, I've seen Memento, I've seen, like I said, I started and did not finish Dunkirk. I've seen Tenet, I've seen The Prestige, I've seen Dark Knight Rises, It Begins. I haven't seen Insomnia. That's probably my next one. But honestly, I think Nolan is at his best when, like, I think this and I think Prestige and Memento are my favorite Nolans. I think there's just that perfect line of believability and also kind of the supernatural. Like, obviously, the transported man, like all that, all of his tricks, that, what's his name? Angier? Yeah, Hugh Jackman's character. Like, there's obviously, this is not a realistic film, but it still takes place, like, obviously he did the Batman trilogy, which I enjoy, but it's beyond that. Oppenheimer happened. Like, I think, honestly, I think Oppenheimer's probably, like, my third favorite. Like, I love when Nolan is in this kind of period piece kind of zone. That's why I'm really excited for The Odyssey. But this film was absolutely unfucking believable. Christian Bale, Hugh Jackman, fantastic going toe-to-toe. Michael Caine was great. I thought Scarlett Johansson was kind of weak, but whatever. Andy Serkis with an American accent was kind of funny. That made me laugh a little bit. Um, David Bowie was fun as Tesla. But I mean, just I was enthralled for like 2 hours, and a lot of movies have done that to me. But I mean, that's just that's like an immediate 5 stars. If I'm just like I was literally like leaning forward in my chair watching this movie. I was shook, and the end is just absolutely just it's peak. It's peak, and Chris Nolan is just he's the man. He's the man. And this movie, just watch it. I mean, I don't want to like spoil anything, but I mean, it's just these two dope ass like 19th century, 20th century magicians who have this tense rivalry, and it's awesome. Next up, The French Connection, directed by William Friedkin. I've seen another Friedkin. I've seen Live and Die in L.A., which I loved. One of my favorites that I watched this year. And yeah, my review said he's the king of the chase, and he was. There are so many awesome chase sequences in this. Obviously, the chase scene in To Live and Die in L.A., like the car chase was my favorite scene from that movie. But there was a lot of foot chases in this, but I thought the best was Popeye, Gene Hackman, may rest in peace, in the car underneath the railway chasing the train above. I thought that was absolutely insane. I don't understand how they shot that in 1971, like 1970s. Like, that's just impressive. But yeah, I mean, I thought Gene Hackman was great. Kind of like a very, like, there's a lot of chase sequences, obviously, but I don't know. There were some bits. I totally reviewed this. I don't know why this is being weird. There we go. No, it was just awesome. It was fun. It was, a cop film, like cop noir. Not cop isn't a thriller, but it's a noir film about drugs and French dudes. And it's like, I don't know, because they found the junk in the car. And like they didn't know, obviously, that, I don't know, they just kept putting shit in the car, and that made me laugh. But I don't know, the final 10 minutes was great, because like they cracked down on him, but then the guy escapes. And like the best sequence in the movie for me, actually I said the car one, but actually no, my favorite one was the foot chase where Popeye was chasing after the guy with the beard and the hat into the subway, and like out of the subway, and then he was like waving, and then the callback where Popeye Hackman waves to him in the end. I don't know, this is just a fun, snappy film, and I really enjoyed it. And then finally, Mickey 17 by Bong Joon-ho. I mean, it's Robert Pattinson. He's my absolute favorite actor. Playing two different characters. Mark Ruffalo was hilarious. Toni Collette was hilarious. Naomi Ackie was wonderful. Steven Yeun was great. Bong Joon-ho, hell yeah, man. Pattinson, my guy. Just absolutely unbelievable. Yeah, I mean, I kind of went into this being like, I'm gonna give this 5 stars regardless. Like, it's Pattinson doing a funny voice, like not being, the kind of posh Englishman that he is. He's he's doing these goofy voices in like a sci-fi comedy. Like, that's fucking hilarious. There's so many good bits and pieces throughout this entire thing. I thought the dinner with Ruffalo and Collette was really great. I thought the scene when he comes back and 18 and Nasha are like high on the oxy thing, and like he's like trying to figure that out, and then they get the numbers written on him. I thought that was really fun. I watched this last night. The whole scene when they're like captured and they're like looking out on the screens at the creepers, and like, I don't know, any scene when Ruffalo and Toni Collette are like interacting, and like Toni Collette like keeps saying things to Ruffalo, I thought that was really fun. I thought the whole talk show bit was great, like when they're watching it from their room and like seeing him be a dumbass. Like, there's just so many really great comedic beats throughout this, and Pattinson is just unbelievable. He just does so many things in this. Like when 18 is captured, like when 17 and 18 are captured, and Steven Yeun comes in, and he's like, "Hey man, so you're the one that burnt my fucking hand," and then 18's like, "Oopsie." I thought that was just really funny. Like, there's just so many great like physical bits. Like the whole dinner scene was some of like the best physical acting I've seen over the last year, like out of new movies. And I love physical acting. Like Cosmo Kramer's like my favorite fictional character. That's not true, but he's up there. But I thought Pattinson was just so great physically in this movie, just doing so many things with his face and his body, just wonderful. And I get two more Robert Pattinson movies this year. Are you kidding me? Like a dream come true. Like, let's see, he's doing Die My Love and The Drama. So, hell yeah, I'm so excited. Yeah, I mean, that's my guy. The Batman rewatch coming soon. Yeah, I mean, just fun, funny, and honestly, I hope Pattinson gets some. But they didn't really campaign him that strongly. Obviously, it's still early. And you saw last year with the last Oscars, obviously that you want your film to kind of come out in the latter third of the year for it to really make some noise. But whatever. I think the Academy sees greatness in Pattinson, and maybe he'll get something for Die My Love or The Drama. But I thought it isn't my favorite Pattinson performance. I think I have The Batman, The Lighthouse, and Good Time ahead of it. But I mean, those are all him doing. And The Batman isn't really more of a funny voice. He's just playing my favorite character ever, so that's how he's going to be up there. But I mean, I think his character, I think Connie and Thomas Howard, I think they're stronger characters for me, and they're just kind of more distinct. But I mean, him playing two different dudes essentially, and like it's kind of like it just kind of blows you away. He's wonderful. He's my guy. Go see it. It's fun. It's Robert Pattinson. That's really all I need for a movie for me to tune in. But that's all I got for this video. Was I down here the whole time? That's all I got for this video. Let me know what you watched this past week, and that's all I got. So yeah, peace out.